this started, and then we can go back to you. So thank you, everybody. Welcome. This is our peer support session, day 4, first peer support session. I'm so happy to be here and so happy to see all of you here. This is a certificate peer learning program for equity in research and practice. You are in the right spot today. You are on time. So let's get this started. I'm joined by Charlotte Boo. I'm not sure how your connection is. Charlotte, hi, good morning. How are you doing?
Hi, Maria. I hope you can hear me.
I can hear you loud and clear. How are you?
I'm good. And hello, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here. And I see a question from Sayeda Nahid Sultana in the chat. She couldn't find feedback for yesterday's session. Sayeda, we are going to point you towards that, but you should have received an email from us today giving you some guidance. Thanks, Maria. Over.
Thank you so much, Charlotte. So we're going to do a lot of practical things today, and I'm going to be sharing the platform, and we can go over some of these in a minute or two. If you're having any connectivity issues, please just try to stop incoming video. As you can see here, where you go into view, into gallery, and you stop incoming video. This should help out. And if it's your first time joining, and I hope some of you are joining us for the first time, this is a big warm welcome to all of you. Today, the aim and the goal of us being here together is to help you write your own course project. So you will write up one section of your own project, and then one person will present what they wrote. So I want to share 1 second. I want to go into the platform. So we are all of us are talking off the same, and I hope you can see my screen now. Not sure if you are or if I'm sharing something else, but you should be seeing my dashboard. Oh, no? Not seeing the dashboard?
We can see your. Yeah, we are seeing the platform.
Perfect. Okay, so this is our platform. Everything of the course, everything you need to know is here. You have different activities, different sections. You have to go through it. You will be reading all about all of these different activities. You can mark them as complete as well for the course to be acknowledging that you're participating in this. If it's the first time joining, please look into day 2 and day 3 that you have the live sessions that we had on Tuesday and on Wednesday. And if you click on the live session, you will be able to watch the recording in here. So don't worry if you haven't been in if you had any issues joining, you can watch the recording of both Zoom meetings from day 2 and day 3, and you can find them here. For who's asking the question in the chat, after each day, you would get here again. This is day 3, and you can see the live session. You can see that here where it says exploration day, share your feedback. This is where you were supposed to share your feedback. Okay, and you would have these questions that you were able to answer and to give us feedback. And also your group, the note taker from your group, had to upload the activities, the note taker template, what you had worked in here, creating a topic, and we had asked you to comment on 2 of these. Okay, so if anything, and now that we're still here, I do want to point you out here on top where you say community. This is where we're going to have the meaningful and more immediate conversations with the team and with all of you. So if you need anything, please come to the community. You can go here into peer dialogue and support, and you can start a post and ask us anything that you need. I'm going to go back to my other screen.
And Maria, I just wanted to say something that each time as you are on the course platform, each time there's an activity and you go through it right to the bottom, please make sure you mark the activity as complete. I don't know if Maria, if you could go back to the course to show, for
Sure.
example, yeah, show an example, you mark as complete so that your progress will be recorded. And I also see a number of people that indicated that have indicated in the chat that they just joined today. They were not able to join the 2 previous sessions. So warm welcome to you. Please feel free to type if you have any challenge in the chat. But we do hope that by the end of the session, you'll be up to speed and you'll be able to write your project and deposit on time. So thank you, Maria. So you see, mark as complete. So each time you see, you have to click on that icon to record that you have done the activity. Maria, can you just go ahead and mark as complete?
Yes. So it would say completed here, mark as
Okay, and then
complete.
you get a green tick. And that is how you record your progress. So even if you go through the instructions, if you don't mark as complete, your progress is not going to be recorded. So Sayeda, your day 3 is logged. We are going to check to see what is happening. If day 3 for you is logged, it means there is something you did not do for day 2. Or maybe you didn't mark as complete. So you might have to go back and complete those tasks in order to access day 3. But I'll try to look into it. Okay, thanks, Maria. Over.
Thank you so much, Charlotte. Okay, let me go back to my screen. So let me take all these out. And okay, so the idea, and if needed, in a few more seconds, we can come back to the platform, but that is where everything is going to be happening. That is where you get to talk to us and to see if other colleagues are having the same issues that you are and how you can tackle those. So let me move on here. Now I would love to see some raised hands. I want to hear how are you doing? And do not forget to introduce yourself. Who wants to go first? Really short round of introductions of how are you doing? How is it going with your writing? If you're having any issues. Irene, I see you are unmuted. You can go ahead.
I wanted to ask you, can I write it on the Word document with the headings and questions as in the form?
Yes, of course. You can write it as in the Word document, or you can also write it if you rather do a PowerPoint. It doesn't matter the format, whether it's Word or PowerPoint. The idea is for your project to be as complete as possible with those guidance that we put in the rubric for you to follow.
Oh yeah, rubric, yeah, that's what I thought. Just answer those type of questions there. Yeah, thank you.
Of course.
Maria, I also just wanted to say there is a template that we have prepared for people that may want to. And Irene, because you are here with all the others, I'm going to share the template in the chat. You can download it and use it to write your project. It's already divided into the different sections, so you don't just need to write down everything. So I'm putting it in the chat right now. And I also just wanted to take a moment, if you allow, Maria, I hope my connectivity is working well, to help Saeda.
Yes.
Okay, so can
I
I
can
share my
stop
screen?
sharing. Yes, of course.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
okay. So please pay attention, Saeda, because this is, I kind of like accessed your dashboard on the platform. And if you can see, I hope she's able to unmute so that she can confirm that she's seeing or she's following, or if you're not able to speak, okay. So you see that day 1, start writing your course project for you is not even open because there are a number of things that you have not done. Like here, you have not introduced
yes,
yourself.
I have done that, but it is not, it is, you know, I have clicked it over many times, but it seems there is no change.
It is not working because you have not marked the honor code. So if you see here, you have to complete the honor code for all participants.
No, ma'am,
So it
no, I have. And that is the problem. I don't understand why it is not happening. Because I have checked
okay, I see.
everything and
All right, so I'll have a look. Let me see. I'll have a look at it and then I'll get back. I'll get back to you within, because that is what this peer learning exercise is all about. It's about solving the peer support session is about solving problems in on time. So
Yes.
I'm going to
But
okay. So I'm going to have a
and
look at it and then
if
I'll
you
text you in the chat.
see that day 2, that is after and then day 3, see there is day 3 is locked, and since
Yes.
yesterday I couldn't go into it. Day 2 was,
Okay.
so I couldn't give feedback to other projects yesterday
Yeah,
night.
day three is locked for you because of the day one requirement. So I'm going to try to solve this issue for you, and then I'll put it in the chat once that is done. I hope that is okay.
Thank you so much. Another thing is that you were saying that we have to submit it by Friday, but I am in Dhaka right now. It's 8 p.m. night, 8 p.m. So it is Thursday. And when should I have to submit it on Friday? Because Thursday was my
Friday 11.
Friday 11.
Mm.
Is it for me also Bangladesh Friday 11 p.m.?
No, not okay, not Bangladesh 11 p.m. It is Geneva 11 p.m. That's GMT plus 2. And I know that
Then
Bangladesh is
it will be like now it is 8 p.m. Thursday. Then I have to, like, after it will be 12 a.m. Then Friday will start. Then 3 a.m. I have to submit it. 3 a.m. morning, early morning.
and you can submit it now or tomorrow if you are already through. So it's not
I want
like
to,
it's
because I had I
it's
had
the
whole office
deadline.
day. Since evening I came, and now I have like I need the Friday at least to submit it properly. So when can I submit it? On Friday, Bangladesh time?
Anytime you want, once you are through, but make sure it is before, you know, make sure it is before 11 59 p.m. Geneva time. So, and I'm sure if
Geneva,
it's
I think
11:59 p.m.
Geneva
Geneva
time.
time, it will be Saturday morning. It will be Saturday morning on in Bangladesh time. And I'm going to put a link in the
You
chat so that you can
you
check the
know,
time
yeah,
when
it
it's
will be 3 a.m.
11:59
or
p.m.
3 a.m. Bangladesh time when it is Geneva 11 p.m.
Okay, so you can submit anytime before 3 a.m. Bangladesh time.
Then it is like a very tight schedule for me because I was all day at office and now I have to work throughout whole night to do this. So
Yeah. No, one thing we always advise is that's why we say you schedule to work 30 minutes today, 30 minutes. That is, take little bits of time to build on your project. You don't do the whole project at once. So even while we are here, as Maria is leading, you can be thinking about and working on your project. All right.
yeah,
So
but
thanks. I'm going to check what is happening with what's locking up your activities on the platform.
okay, okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you too. All right. Thanks,
Yeah.
Maria.
Thank you, Charlotte. Imran, I see you have a question. Please go ahead.
Uh, yeah, hi. Thank you very much. I just quickly went through the template and I see that there are 4 sections. But if you look at the project thing, there's a section 5, which says that we have to kind of so there are only 4 sections in the template you shared. So is that we have to work on 4 templates, four sections only, and not the 5th one?
No, we will work on all of the sections. We're going to look at them in. Go ahead, Charlotte.
Section
The
5 is a reflective section. It's a
yeah,
reflective section, but as we say, it's a template, so you can actually add it. You can add
yeah,
it after the section 4
yeah. Step.
because it is
Sorry.
more of a reflective section.
Okay, step 5 is review your project with health equity principles. That's not in that template. So
Yes,
I have to add it on that one, please. Is that what you're saying?
yes, yes, yes.
All right, perfect. That's fine. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Imran. Any other raised hands? Can go ahead. This is not the time to be shy. This is where we all want to work together and help out. So Christine is asking, Are we using the exact template shared or Word document? So the rubric that we've shared in the platform that you can find that we've shared in the chat a couple of times, that is the roadmap. You can use the rubric and write on top of it and answer question by question. You can use it just to as a guidance for you to write in a different document your story. You can use it as a guidance to write a PowerPoint. It's a guidance. So it's not the exact, it's what will help you explain to somebody else your project. Go ahead. I see Tamrat, your hand is raised. Please go ahead. Tamrat, we can't hear you. Maybe you can check your microphone. In the meantime, Mohammed Labo, please go ahead. Your hand is also raised.
Hello, good morning, good evening. Can you hear me?
Good evening. We can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, I'm Ahmad Muhammad Labo from Nigeria. I want to understand there is an instruction that you people stipulated about using AI to do the course project. So I want to clearly understand in what aspect is it that are we to use AI in remodifying our own work, or I want to literally understand how are we to use AI? That's my question.
Thank you for the question. Thank you, Ahmad. That's a very good question. We did go over it yesterday, and I'm so happy that you asked so we can remind everybody again. So we have very strict principles about AI. AI cannot write your project. It cannot invent a story for you to present. AI can help you out with an idea, for example, can help you out with how would you write this sentence that I'm writing in English because English is not my first language. So AI can help you out. It cannot do the work for you. If you're using AI for this, for example, checking your writing, or if you got one idea from AI, you have to let us know. So you will make a small note and you would say AI, and it was either ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, or whatever AI tool you use, help me do this or that. So as long as you tell us what you use AI for, and you're making sure that AI is not doing the project for you, then it should be okay. So every idea, every situation, everything that you're telling us about, that comes from you. But you can use it to help you out with these details, to check your spelling, to check if you can understand the sentence, to check if it's if it's well written, for example. There are we use some software that can tell us when you are using AI in your project, and that is a cause for you to be removed from the course. If you have used AI, you haven't informed us, and you have used AI, for example, to write up the project. So that could be a cause, or that will be a cause for removal from every other course from TGLF as well. Charlotte is sharing, thank you so much, the honor code in the chat, and you can look at that as well. So AI under our honor code, you should be okay. It's the same thing that I was saying, it's just more in detail. Please go over that just so you have no more doubts. But thank you so much for bringing it up.
Okay, so like for example now, I have made my own statement and the problem that I want to discuss about. Then I saw that the statement is not that well structured. Then I asked AI to rephrase my own problem, my own my own idea that I want to discuss about. Is it okay?
That is okay. And then you still make a little note saying, you put an asterisk and you put it at the bottom of your page saying, AI rephrased my statement, for example. So we know that it was helping you, it wasn't doing the job for you. But you have to disclose when you use AI at any point, even if it is only to check grammar, for example. But yes,
Okay.
you
Thank
should be
you.
okay. Thank you, Matt. Dorota, you can go ahead. I see your hand raised.
Yes, I have a question about yesterday. I worked in a group 10, but results of this group work.
Okay. We are, Charlotte just put it in the chat, was my exact thought. Now, forget about the group work. So that was a preparation for us to know how we were going to work on our own projects. Today, you have to focus on your own project.
Didn't appear
Somebody
on the
had asked,
platform.
sorry, somebody was speaking, but you have to focus on your own project. So tomorrow is the deadline for you to present your project. Forget about what you presented on Tuesday and on Wednesday. Those were other people's projects. Today is yours, following that rubric. There's no more note taker template that we already worked with. Today and tomorrow, before tomorrow midnight Geneva time, you have time to finish your own project. So following, yeah, go ahead, sorry.
Yes, it's not problem that our note takes not put our project to platform, yes?
We will look into that later, but that does not affect today and the deadline that you have tomorrow. So yes,
Okay.
the note taker was supposed to do it, but forget about that today. Let's focus on making this session as productive as possible so we can help all of you with any technical issues that you have or any other doubts, so we can make it to the deadline tomorrow. That is the most important date and time that we have to focus on now.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, Dorota. Anybody else? Let me move on, and as there's a lot of questions in the chat, please keep using the chat or raise your hand. And okay, we'll share the link, Vivian, in a second. Let me move on here a bit. Okay, to avoid interruptions, I should have said this before, but no problem. Block incoming calls during the session so you don't get disconnected. We do want you to participate actively. That's the idea here. Listen, raise your hand, tell us, give us feedback. If you're doing great, also let us know how that's going or how did you do, any tips that you had on how you got to almost finish or already finished and present your project. You can request to speak like we were doing by raising your hand. We went over this a few seconds ago, a few minutes, about everything that is in the platform. Remember to mark every activity that you do as complete. And like we were seeing just now, it has to have a little green tick that the platform is acknowledging that you already completed that particular activity. Okay, how do you get help? This was what I was showing to you. You go to the community and you can post whatever you're needing, whether it's that a template is not downloading, that you're having trouble uploading, that you have any kind of question. This is the fastest way to get in touch with us. If you send an email, we might take a couple of days to see it and to answer, and that won't help. Remember, we are under time pressure. So do not suffer in silence. This is your space to ask questions, to see what other people are asking. Maybe something there already can help you out as well. And please do not hesitate to ask the question. What is the purpose of this support, peer support session? You can attend if you need help. That was the main thing, but this is the one that I like the most. You can attend if you want to help your colleagues. Like I was just saying, if you're doing well, great. Still come, join us, help out, give us some of your knowledge, of your experience, of how it's going and why you are doing well and you're doing on time. So everybody here, more than welcome to be here and to collaborate. And again, a warm welcome to our new joiners. It's great to have you. Okay, so these are the goals of this session and also the one that we're going to have tomorrow and the coming week. We will also meet for peer support sessions regularly. So we're going to look into technical difficulties like we were just doing with one of your colleagues that couldn't get to day 3. We can look into specifics We want to help you finish your work before the next deadline, which is tomorrow, Friday, September 12th at midnight, Geneva. That means before midnight, you have to submit your case. And the idea is for you to ask questions and to get the support from your colleagues as much as you need it. So we are organized and this is not written in stone, so we can be moving around as much as we need with a technical part and a peer-to-peer support. So the technical, if you have any problem, like say that couldn't get day 3, then we can look into it. We can share our screens. You can share your screen and show us, I cannot click on this button or I cannot download this. And then please be ready to share. And on the peer-to-peer support, we're going to discuss a peers project and everybody's going to be encouraged to share some feedback or relevant experiences or something that can help these colleagues. Akhtar, I see your hand is raised. Please go ahead.
Thank you, Maria, for giving me the opportunity. I have a question about the project. I was in group number 13 yesterday, and on behalf of the group, one of group members submit the project. Is it enough for the all group member, or is it mandatory that each member should submit the project separately? Because the deadline is Friday, 5th. Tomorrow is Friday. So if this is mandatory for each member, so we have to focus on writing our project to submit timely. Just need clarification and instruction from your side.
Thank you for asking. Yes, you're correct. This is an individual work that you are supposed to upload and to finish on your own. This is not group work. This is different for what we worked on Tuesday and Wednesday. This we're talking about is your own project. This is you and the situation that you are living in with the context of your country, your city, your health center, wherever you're stationed. This is about you. It is individual. You will upload it by yourself in the platform. We can look into that again a bit later, but this is all you. And yes, the deadline is tomorrow, Friday 12th, before midnight.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Deborah, I see your hand is up.
Yes, please. I was having challenges with uploading the documents. I don't know where we're supposed to click for us to share the documents that we are working on.
Thank you for asking. Let me go back to sharing my screen so you can see it. Okay, let me know if you're seeing the screen. Let me move these things. Okay, you can see the dashboard of the Go platform, right? This is
Yes.
where we have everything. Okay, so when you go to day 5, and we go to day 5 because day 5 is tomorrow, Friday, at 12. When you go to submit your draft project, okay, the third item, it says submit your draft project, will give you, you can download the rubric if you don't have it already. You probably already have it because you've been working on that, and you are able to save it as a Word, a PDF, or a PowerPoint. And in the bottom, okay, I won't see it, but because I don't have it here, you will have, let me impersonate, and give me 1 second. Charlotte, are you able to impersonate now? So I'll be back here sharing this. It's not good.
I actually have impersonation open. So let me try. If you can hear me, let me try.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay.
Let me stop sharing and you can do.
Take advantage and shoot 2 birds with 1 stone. So I just want to say, Saida, if you see now we have solved the problem, so you can now access the other days. You can now access day 3 without any trouble. So for submission,
Yes.
to submit your project, you
Yes.
come to day 5. Day
Yeah.
5. Okay?
Okay.
And
Okay.
please, I'm hearing the questions all of you are asking concerning the group work and the individual project. Please take the time to read the emails that we sent to you or read what is here on the platform, because all of the instructions are there. So on day 5, when you come down, you scroll to the bottom. I clicked here, submit your draft project. We have the peer support session. That is what is happening now. You have joined the peer support session now. After this session, if you would like to hear if you learned what you learned and how we can do better, so you can go to share your feedback. But what is most important, and is the most important deliverable for this exercise, everything you did on Tuesday during the discovery session and yesterday in the group work was to prepare you to work on your individual project. That is your own work based on your own experience of inequity that you have observed where you work in your context, and you want to work with your community to resolve the problem. So that is what you will use to develop your project. So once you have done your project and it is saved on your device, whether it's your computer or or your phone, you come here, you click on open. Once you click on open, you have here the instructions for for submission, and then you have to click on start to submit your submission. Start your submission now. So you click on start, and now click on start just for demonstration purposes. Once you click on start, you have to upload a file. So you have to upload a file. You click here and you go somewhere on your computer where you saved your project to upload it. I don't want to do that now because I am doing it on on our colleagues platform. But once you have uploaded, then this submit responses button will be highlighted. It will be highlighted for you. Anyway, I can just do something now so you see it. And then afterwards I will delete it back, Said. So let me try to see if I can submit a project. Okay. So, and my connectivity is a little bit slow, so it might not work. I hope it works. You see, it's a little bit slow. So if it's not able to work, then I'll just stop it. And then just to know that once you have uploaded, you have the submit responses button that will be highlighted, and you should be able to click on it. Once you click on it, you'll be asked to confirm. Are you sure you want to submit? Because once you submit, you cannot change anything. So you make sure that you uploaded the right documents before you click on OK to submit, to validate the submission. Else, if you submit the wrong document, you will not be able to make progress. I hope we'll be able to prepare a tutorial that will help you, show you the guidance on that. But basically, that is what you're supposed to do. And the deadline, as Maria said, is on Friday, 11:59 p.m. Geneva time. Thank you, Maria. I don't know if it was clear.
Thank you, Charlotte. It
Yes,
was
thank
clear.
you. It was clear. Thank you.
So for each Mohammed that says internet interrupted, you can watch the recording afterwards, please.
Thank you. I also see a question from Sarah in the chat. I actually just went into your site and I can see day 4 and day 5 on yours. You actually even checked day 5 as ready. So maybe you can just close your browser and start again, because it doesn't seem to have any trouble from my side when looking into your page, Sarah. But if it doesn't solve in the next hour or so, please do not hesitate to contact me in the community, and I can see if anything has changed. But so far, it does work with me. For Fernando, that was asking about the time difference, and this is a good question, and Fiera also said it before. Remember that we always talk about Geneva time. So you can look into a browser in Google, what's the time difference with the Geneva and your own country. The time that 11:59 p.m. is Geneva. So Geneva with Argentina, for example, we have 5 hour difference, but I know that 11 p.m. is Geneva time. So I would have to have everything done 5 hours before my 11:59 p.m. I hope that's clear, but please do not forget that it's not your 11 p.m., but Geneva time. Let me go back to sharing our screen. And like we've been doing so far, and this is really good, just raise your hand or ask your questions in the chat, and we can go over them as needed. Okay, so we already said this, and what happens when, most important slide in the deck, the red lines, those are the key deadlines that we have to remember. September 12th, that is tomorrow. That is when you have to submit your project. You will still have another session like this one, a peer support session tomorrow before the time that you have to submit the project. So please join that as well to offer your help if you're doing well, or to receive help if you need it. Other deadlines important to remember: September 18th, that's the date when you have to submit the peer reviews that we asked you, when you actually give feedback to your colleagues. And September 22nd is when you submit the revised project. And this is, of course, another required activity that you have to do once you have added the feedback and changed your initial draft. So moving on from here, the goals in week one, we're finishing almost week one. On Monday, we had asked you to start the project if you had the time to do so, and we were asking to make time as well to ensure that you had everything in your calendar, the live sessions, the mandatory live sessions of Tuesday and Wednesday. That's when we had the group work, and we also were working on your project. Thursday, that's where we stand today, is that's first peer support session. We want to help you finish your project. Tomorrow, Friday, we will have another peer support, and we will help you finish it and submit it. So please be prepared. Come to our peer support session tomorrow with any doubts that you have if you're not able to upload your project or anything else. Please raise your hands if in need of help, or unmute as well if you need it. You can also use the chat. So some technical problems we've already been looking into. Let us know in the chat if you still have anything. And in case you can and you're not joining from a phone, please get ready to share your screen as well so we can see where the problem is. Luis, I see that your mic is on mute. Do you have a question?
Yes, I have a question because I have a difficult in opening my I don't know if it's the word, the place to write the project. I don't know how to do it. I'm trying, I don't know how. It's not opening, and then I don't know.
Okay, you want to download the rubric, because the project, remember that that's a document that you're going to be working, and then after that you upload it to the platform. It's not something that you're working on the platform per se. I'm going to share it here. Let me see in the chat so you can have that document, the Word document. It's a rubric, and that is what's going to help you follow. It's a step-by-step guide for you to complete it, but it's not a document that you can that you're actually working on the platform. I'm not sure if that was clear. Luis, were you able to hear me? Maybe if somebody else can hear me, I'm not sure if I lost connectivity.
Yes, I can
there
hear
we go.
you.
Thanks. Okay, I'm not sure what happened. Okay, Luis, if we lost you, please.
Yeah, no, I'm here now. I'm here now.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. Okay, so it was what I was saying. So it's actually about you, but it's a document that you work on, a template, and that's what you will that you will share later. Via, I understand you say that we have to type somewhere and submit it on the platform. You type on this document. So it's a Word document that you can save as a Word document, as a PDF, as a PowerPoint. You can start a brand new document, but it's something that you upload. There's not a part in the platform where you actually type. Charlotte was just showing it. I can do it again as well, but it's a document that you upload that you've worked on your site. Thanks, Charlotte. That Word document that Charlotte just shared in the chat, that last one that you can see there, that's what you would save in your computer, and you will work on that, or your phone if you can edit this file. That is where you're working on. And once you save it, that's what you're going to be uploading to the platform. But you're not actually writing in a space in the platform. You're just uploading it. I'm not sure if that was clear. So sorry. Fernando.
Okay,
You need
thank you.
orientation?
Thank you.
Of course, my pleasure. You need orientation about the group. Okay, Fernando. What do you need? Do you want to unmute and you want to let us know? Okay, about the group, I don't see Fernando being able to unmute. That's okay. About the
sorry.
group. Oh, there you
Yes.
go.
Yes. So sorry. The question is, we yesterday we were working in room number 2, but the person, the doctor whom we chose the actual project, she disconnected because I think she had some work, but she was going to fill up the actual proposal, the actual project, but I don't know what happened. Right now, I don't, how can we do in case this stays like that? I mean, like in the midst of not finishing. That's my question. I mean, or are we gonna go back to our rooms to now?
No. At this point, you forget about what the group work was. That was what we worked on Tuesday and Wednesday. We're not doing that today anymore. So now you just have to focus on your own work. So forget about what happened, if they posted or they didn't. That doesn't matter. Okay. You have to focus today on your own project. So
Okay.
Yeah, forget about the group and what happened with the group. That's another story. We're now doing specifically your project. I
Okay.
see. Yeah, you good?
Yeah. Yeah. So okay. So and one confirmation. I mean, something that I did repeat, but it's clear, is that it's only Geneva time tomorrow.
Yeah.
Before midnight. We have to turn in our project. That's correct, no? That's
Exactly.
Geneva
That is
time.
correct. Geneva
Because I
time.
am
Always. Yeah, you're closer to my time. It's Geneva.
I am 6 hours
Exactly.
earlier. No, sorry,
Exactly.
later. I'm not
No,
sure.
earlier. You're earlier. So
Yes.
before
So that
6 p.m. tomorrow, before 6
Yeah.
p.m., that's when you had to present. 6 p.m. Bolivia time.
correct. Okay, thank
Okay.
you. Thank you.
Of
Thank you.
course. Sure. Patrick, I see your hand raised. Go ahead.
Hello.
Yes,
Good
go ahead, Patrick.
afternoon from Ghana. This is Patrick. I wanted some few clarification for the project. Please, going through the rubric, I can see 5 steps, of which the last one is the review of the project with health equity principles. So I wanted to know that, is the project ending at the step 4, that is creating the action plan, or we should include the step 5, which is just the review of the project? And the second question is, can we compose the project on a Word document generated by ourselves, or there's a template for us to do it on?
Thank you, Patrick. Yes, there is a template and it's been shared in the chat. Please follow, if you go up in the chat a few chats above, you will find template that Charlotte shared, and that is one of the questions. So you will go into the template and you will work with that. There's a step-by-step, that's the guideline. You can fill out in that with your information, or you can start a brand new Word document or PowerPoint, save it and upload as Word, PDF, or PowerPoint. On the other question that you were asking, the step 5, that is when we ask you for a reflection on what you've been doing and how that relates with equity, etc., etc. So we do ask you to fill that out as well. That could be a paragraph or two about you reflecting on what you've written before. So yes, please add that as well to your project. Patrick, I hope that answers your question. Just let me know in the chat.
Yes, I'm okay
Okay.
now. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you for participating. Akhtar, go ahead.
Thank you, Maria. I have one very small question about the project. If we uploaded the project and no one give comments on my project, so then is it acceptable for you, or we will wait until someone give comments? Because you mentioned there for each project 2 comments should be given.
Yes. Okay, so what you're talking about, the 2 comments, that is about the group work that we had done on Tuesday and Wednesday, that we were asking you to comment on those 2 group works on the platform. What you have to focus on today is that tomorrow, Friday the 12th, you have to submit your own project, your own course project following the rubric. After that, you will receive instructions and we will help you out during the week. So don't worry about the peer reviews. So peer reviews is when you will receive 3 other projects from your colleagues. You will not know who they are from, but you will be able to read them, and we will ask you some specific questions for you to give feedback to that person to help them improve their own project. You will do that to 3 other of your colleagues. And after that, you will receive 3 feedbacks from your colleagues to help improve your project. We will see this in a slide in a couple of more minutes, so we can see how we round up. That's the final part of our peer learning exercise of health equity. Does that answer it, Akhtar?
Thank you.
Charlotte, go ahead.
Thanks, Maria. I see a lot of people are asking questions about the details, what the contents of the project. So the rubric has all of that. So I wanted to suggest, Maria, that you go through the slides that's really talking about how to write the project. And we would like to appeal with you, if you can stay much longer. It is important because the real, we are coming out to the most important aspect of the peer learning exercise. And also, we want a volunteer, someone that has started working on their project, even if you have not started, but you have thought through what you want to work on, to share what you have been doing, and then we can discuss as a group. So that
Thank
was
you so
going
much,
to be my
Charlotte.
suggestion. Yeah.
That is a good idea. So this is what Charlotte was just saying. I would love for some of you, somebody that has a clear understanding of the rubric or on how the project is going, that you want to introduce yourself very shortly and tell us what you're writing about, which sections have you finished, what do you need to finish, and if you know how to submit your project. Imran, I see your hand is raised. Do you want to share these things with us?
But Maria, please, can you go through the slides, the slides that say how to write? Yeah, just briefly, and then we'll turn towards Imran.
Oh, perfect. Yes.
Hi.
Okay.
Hi.
Give me 1 second, Imran, so I can go over the slides, and then I'll go back to you.
All right.
Really fast, so we don't miss anything. Okay, so stay focused. This is day 4. We want you to finish writing this project is due Friday. We already said this many times, and this is one of the emails that you've received that Charlotte is telling you about in the chat. Look for the emails. make sure that your email address is right and that you're receiving every day. We are sending emails. This is from today, so you will have here in the bottom the rubric and how to use the 5 whys method. Please check your inbox. You can follow all these links and let us know if you have any trouble. Remember, come to the community in the platform, and I'm more than happy to help you out there. So let's go on to this. This is some summary. We can go into this later on how you did with the group works yesterday. And here are some of Charlotte's top tips. Do you want to go over them, Charlotte? Do you want me to go over them? I go real fast. How's your
We can
connectivity?
go over them later on, Maria. Maybe we should listen to Imran, and then afterwards we'll come back to this. Yeah.
Perfect. Imran, go ahead.
Yeah, hi. Thanks. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity. I wanted to share what I have done. Actually, I made my own template, but I think it's good when you share the template, because I think things need to be standardized so that everybody, because if everybody makes their own templates, it's going to be too much. I think it's good you shared the template.
Can
So
you share your screen, Imran? Are you able
I
to
can.
share your screen?
Yeah.
Okay, that way.
Go ahead.
Okay, and just to say,
Yes.
we actually like the fact that you use your own template. We actually like that. We only provide a template when people are asking how to go about it.
But I think it's important to have a standard. When you share the template, I think it's good.
Use your own template. So over to you, Imran. Thank you.
Okay. Can I share with you? Can you see what I made? Okay. This is my what I made, a template, on Word. I copied some of the documents just to keep the thing myself on track, in terms of how I need to move. And basically that's how I did. I mean, I did my personal story, and then I think you cannot scroll this. Okay. Can you see it? Can you see it?
Yes, we can see your screen.
Yes.
Okay, so basically, I tell my story, then the personal story, what my personal experience was, and then I had to put in the bigger picture so that the context of things are very clear in terms of, I'm talking about polio eradication in Pakistan. It's a major challenge. And then I came to the second one, in terms of the whys. And basically, I just kind of put some of the whys here.
So please, can you, Imran, can you summarize your personal story? Just give us a summary and then also share your root cause.
Okay, my personal story is basically part of the monitoring of the polio NIDs. I was in a community in which the women of that community were not willing to give the health workers, allowing the health workers to give their children polio drops. And the reason why they wanted to do that, because that they said that you don't you come here just for polio, but we have other needs on services we need, like the children have diarrhea and have cough and whatever, and there's nothing for that. I mean, you're coming to deliver for the polio vaccination. And that was actually the thing why the women were refusing in that community, that no, we will not let our children be vaccinated. So that's basically my experience, because I was a polio monitor. I was in that community to see how the polio program was going, and if in polio, if one child is missed, the whole campaign is not going to be worth it. So every child has to be polio vaccinated. Every child, every newborn in that community needs to be vaccinated. So that's my personal story. Okay. And then I talked about the bigger picture in terms of what's the polio about, in terms of Pakistan and Afghanistan are two endemic countries where polio is still endemic. And so many cases have happened over the years, in the last 7 years, just to give a context of how challenging it is. And then I talked about the whys, basically in terms of about, like what are the reasons why the mothers are refusing, because the health facility is basically 30 kilometers away from that community. And the men don't allow the women to go out to take their children. First, number one, they don't have resources, so I have built on that, basically, that the husbands don't allow the head of the household don't allow the woman to take the child out of the community. So there's no health facility less than 30 kilometers from this community. So it's a major challenge for the women over there. Okay. And then after that, basically understand my role. So my role, basically, I have talked about short term, medium term, and long term in terms of what I'll need to be doing short term, what I'll be doing medium term and long term, so that the impact of my intervention to that community is sustainable. And then again, like the last point, I have not added that one, review your project with health equity principles. I have not done that. So this is just basically a quick shot of what I'm working on. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Imran,
Thank you
for
so much,
sharing.
Imran. Maria, it's like my connectivity is unstable.
We can hear you well now. Should we go on with a few more slides? I see that Walayat is, you have your hand raised. Please go ahead.
Yes, thank you. Good evening. This is Walayat Khan from Afghanistan. I have a question that is due to limited internet access. We missed some subject, but
I think we lost you. Probably because of your connectivity issues. Can you hear me?
We can hear you, Maria.
No, Walayat, I think he can. Okay, no problem. Let's go back to finishing with a few of the other things that we wanted you to see. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, I would have loved for other colleagues who have listened to Imran's story, because I put in the chat that as you listen, think about your own story, your own situation. And if you have any questions to ask, you can use the chat or raise your hand if you have any feedback to give Imran on what you heard about this situation.
Walayat, oh, there we go. Somebody that you're welcome to comment, to give some feedback to Imran, as Charlotte was just saying, to comment thinking of your own project. Please raise your hand or you can mute.
Okay, maybe as you're thinking through, I could just go through my 5 top tips, and then we'll come back.
Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah, and I'm noticing that there's kind of like a delay when I talk. So please just let me know, even in the chat, when you can no longer hear me. I'm looking at the chat.
Okay, we can hear you now.
Okay, so the one thing that I think, and these observations came from going through the group work, what was essential for you in developing your own course project. So we thought it great to share with you what you really need to have a strong and compelling, actionable project. So the first one is to use the 5 why technique properly. So the second why is not looking for another reason why the problem is happening. It is looking for the reason for your previous answer. So you don't jump to multiple parallel causes. The goal is for you to find the deepest, most actionable cause that you can address with the community. And the other day I gave an illustration of an onion. An onion has different layers. It is like with each why you are peeling off a layer of the onion until you get that's having 5 layers. And what you want to get to is the most innermost core of the onion that has, let's just say, most of the juice, or that is where you can act on with the community. It's very important. Next slide, Maria, please. Number 2, once you have done that analysis,
need to choose one specific root cause. So at times, so it's like we want to address the problem of decision-making gender. At the same time, we want to address the problem of cultural beliefs and the problem of religious beliefs. No, target one cause that you can act on. So select the root cause where the community has the most ability to create change. Next slide. Okay, and so the action that you are taking, one thing that is valuable with this exercise is we want you to develop an action plan that you can. What can you do in the immediate? Within the first week, what are you able to do? Is it, for example, if the issue is I want to address a challenge of immunization planning schedule that does not favor the community. Maybe the first thing is organize a community engagement meeting where we discuss the best time possible for mothers to come for vaccination session. So that's just an example. Okay, so what can you do in the soonest that does not require many resources? And now the next thing is name the specific beneficiaries and numbers. So when you just say train community members, it's very vague. What you want to do is, okay, train 5 community leaders to reach 50 households. That's just an example. So concrete numbers we say you're setting objectives or goals, they need to be smart, specific, measurable. So it's good for you to have numbers so you can measure. And I think that there should be one last, Maria, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, yeah. So within 30 days, within 60 days, within 90 days, what will you have done? So time bound, achievable, something that you can realize. It's like some groups were saying government should, NGOs should, partners should. So it should be about what can you do? Is it something you, in consultation with the community, are able to do within a given time frame? So thank you so much for listening. And yes, the PDF version of the slides will be on the platform. And so we could keep it in mind to share it also by email tomorrow morning. So we could make a note of it, or we'll put the link to it on the platform for you for tomorrow morning. Thank you, Maria. Over.
Thank you so much, Charlotte. Okay, so how to write your course project. Remember, we'll just go really fast over this. I realize we're on time. I'm just asking for a couple more minutes so we can we make sure that we have reviewed everything. There's time pressure. 2 days remaining, and that includes today. You will have to write your project and submit it before tomorrow 11 p.m. Geneva time. After that, you will have 5 days to complete 3 peer reviews. We will walk you through this and we will help you out as much as you need. Don't worry about this. When you receive your 3 peer reviews, after that, when you receive your feedback, you will have another 5 days to submit your revised project. Where to begin? We're going to look very, very fast into the rubric that you have and that we've shared in the chat several times. So you have different steps with guiding questions, okay, explaining who, what, when, where, why, how, and you have specific questions that will help you define your situation and make it understandable to paint this picture for somebody else who's reading it. We'll ask you in step 2 to find the root cause, okay? Use the 5 whys Charlotte was just saying about it. She was giving us her tips. So let's look deep into the root cause of why this is happening, okay? Then we will look into what was my role, what's happening here, what does my professional role give me as an advantage, as power to work about this, okay? Then we will ask you to create an action plan, okay? And this is made with the community. It's not for the community, it's with the community. So your plan must show how the community will help lead the change. So think of a good idea and something that is feasible, something that is actually achievable, and how you can work with the community to change the situation that you have described. And then we will ask you to review your project under these under what we're talking about in equity. Okay, so we have a couple of guiding questions that you can look into, that you can see how can you give what can you share with others that summarizes what the situation was, what you think that you can tackle it with, etc., under our health equity approach. Okay, again, this is a screenshot from our platform. So in day 5, remember that today we're in day 4 in our peer support session, but this will be submitted in the day 5. You will find here with a big red arrow with part that says submit your draft course project. And there you can submit it. It can be in Word format, in PDF format, or in a PowerPoint format, whatever you have chosen. You have time until 11:59 Geneva time tomorrow. Okay. If you have missed day 3 and day 2, so I know that we have people joining us just today. Like I was saying at the beginning, you can just go into the platform and you can watch both live sessions. The recordings are already uploaded there. And once you've watched both days, you can mark them as completed. You can share your feedback and then move on and work on your project, that is to be able to submit it by tomorrow. If you need help, please do not hesitate to go to the community. Do not suffer in silence. We are here to help you out. This is the honor code. We have spoken about it. We have shared it in the chat too. Please keep this in mind. Reread it as many times as you can to have it very, very clear in your mind. We expect you to honor this code, and this will keep us uphold the high standards that TGLF has regarding academic integrity. So please follow. Some of the principles that we have and that you can look into in more detail. This is artificial intelligence. We've spoken about AI a couple of minutes ago, and when were the cases that you could use it and how you were to disclose that you have used it. So please look into details on this in the slide deck that we will be sharing later. So next steps, what happens now? We will have one last peer support session that will be tomorrow, Friday the 12th. Here we will help you finish your project, okay? If you're doing okay, if you already submitted your project or you have no doubts, please join anyways and help others that are struggling to meet the deadline. You will receive an email with a Zoom invitation. You can follow it on platform. Please check your email regularly because we're sharing there all the updates, the links, and everything that you need. We've come to an end. Any last questions or remarks, Charlotte, that you might have, or somebody else? If not, we are on time, but let me know.
In the chat. Maria, I put a request in the chat. If people had questions, they could.
If you have any more questions, please ask them in the community and the platform. Do not be shy, reach out. No question is too small. Everything is important. We want to hear from you. We are going to be there for you. So please do not hesitate to ask. And we are more than happy to help out. We want all of you to be able to meet the deadline and to submit your project by tomorrow. Okay, so I think we are good for today. Thank you so much, all of you who have joined. I really enjoyed the session, and I'm looking forward to seeing all of you tomorrow. So thank you very much, and see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.